Does it feel sort of weird just to have to be social again, even?
Yeah, a little bit
You know what I mean?
actually. Yo, appreciate that slip. Have you thought about wearing a Rey Mysterio mask on stream? Actually, kinda. It's actually like kind of tough for me to like sit and like talk with people for like extended periods of time. Um, Still, yeah, it's tough. It's interesting though. It's like I actually was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I brought up these things. They were like, you like, because like before I guess I used to have an ego or whatever, right? Like I was very like high on myself. And they're like, you used to be like the most confident person with an ego, like, and I was like, yeah, I'm not that person anymore. And I was like, I'm trying to figure out how to get back there, but like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get back there.
I couldn't
So
imagine what you with an actual ego looked like, to be honest. Like, what Highruler? What was that like? What
me
was
with an
that? Who
ego?
was that person?
Oh,
Yeah,
buddy,
just
I don't
you
know,
being a
man.
bit of a dick.
I don't think I was ever a dick. I don't think having an ego means you're a dick. I think it just means like you're super confident. No?
Well, I mean, it depends what the confidence looked like. Do you know what I mean? So
Sure.
if you're sort of like, I am better than everyone else, like full on wrestling heel, then I mean that's different. But
I don't think it was that. I think it was just more so like being like kind of confident in, like who I was, right? Like I knew who I was for the most part anyways. Like there was always like those periods. I think
oh,
everyone goes through like those periods of like kind of self-doubt where you're kind of like who am I? And there was always those periods, but like at the end of the day, I kind of had an idea of like at the core of who I was. Um I don't know. I don't know who that is anymore. That's kind of crazy, right?
yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to think about. But then I think people change in general. So I'm not the guy that. So all these stories I talk about, I'm not that dude anymore. I'm like, I'm not the fucking. I'm not selfish as I used to be.
Sure.
And stuff like I don't look out for my own self interest as much anymore. I've kind of gone from someone who kind of knows what he wants now. But I mean, as my own person, struggle a bit with it because I mean, in my relationship, I'm like, that's almost like I know that that's fine, but me on my own, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I don't know what I
True.
like. What is me as a person just doing? Um, and I think that's quite intimidating because obviously, the person who should matter most in your life first is yourself, really. So if you don't know what the fuck's going on with yourself, I mean, that's pretty scary.
True. That's actually a good point. Like yeah, not to turn this into a therapy session or anything. Um
That's right.
but yeah,
Do it.
that's part of the struggle too is like trying to figure that out. It's like it's almost like relearning yourself, right? Cuz like I think I've talked about this a little bit. I actually could talk about it. I feel comfortable enough that everything is pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered. That I can actually talk about more of it, and like any sort of consequences to me talking about things, I can safely just shrug off. But
Huh?
like, sorry.
I said, like I was just like,
Oh
yep,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
agree.
Because like at this point in time, I think everything is kind of like wrapped up to the point where like I don't think there would ever be a chance of like rekindling everything. So I think one of the biggest things was trying to like you devote so much of yourself to something, and this could be anything, right? This could be a job, this could be volunteering, this could be a relationship, friendship, whatever. And then like that ends, right? But the question then becomes when it ends is like, who are you without that, right? So like for example, um, I think most of you guys know this, but like it was basically like new job, second job, some like one stream a week, but then it was like cover letter, resume, LinkedIn, physically there, FaceTime, right? It was like so much dedication there that like the struggle now isn't so much that like you still miss the person, but the struggle is like how do you fill that time with like different things, right? And then like when you fill that time, what are the things that you need to do to make yourself happy, right? And that's tough. Like that is so tough.
I think you kind of had that though, right? Like before that
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
relationship and
Yeah.
stuff. I think you felt pretty confident and comfortable. Like whenever I asked you sort of just about being kind of not lonely or on your own or anything, but just having your sort of set ways. I was like, do you not ever think about getting into relationships? You just seem pretty
Yeah. I
happy
fucking
to playing
blame.
your games.
I blame all you fuckers, eh? Like everyone who made a maidenless joke. my heartbreak is resting solely on your
That's what I
shoulders.
said that on the fucking
Yup.
group chat. All
Yup.
right, listen, I called
Yup.
it out. I said, "This is Twitch chat's fault." We
Yup.
told him to get a maiden, and now
Crazy.
look what happens. All right,
Crazy.
we orchestrated his destruction.
Crazy. That is true. Everyone who made a maidenless joke, I expect $5 in my PayPal. All right, that is business at highruler.live on PayPal. All right, crazy. Every single one.
Slips almost paid his $5, so we're
True.
almost there.
True. Now go get Vex then? Yeah, I am gonna get Vex. Vex is happening tonight. What's up, Pop Loco? But yeah, no, I guess like just the kind of say that it's tough. But yeah, so I don't know, man. It's weird. It's an interesting scenario.
Do you
Interesting.
not ever sort of think though that like because obviously the way you had it before
Mm.
is you had your way set and you knew what you were doing. Is it not sort of just the case of going back to that, or do you want more now? Like, have you
Um,
sort of thought to yourself like you've left that bubble, right, or once did? So like, do you not want to go back in that bubble, or is there sort of like I want something new to fill
well,
that
I
time
think
in?
I
Not
think
necessarily someone, but something.
well, I think when you maybe this is just me, but maybe now that I look at things and like maybe there's a little bit more to life than just kind of like sitting here for 12 hours, right? Not that I don't enjoy it, but like maybe the whole experience opened it up to like open my eyes to like maybe pursuing like that emotional satisfaction that comes from that experience, right? But like there's like a whole, you gotta like and I think I've talked about this privately before, but like I gotta like look back on the whole thing and like examine where I went wrong to make sure like whatever issues I brought I don't repeat, right? So that's a whole process. But I think like I think I just gotta find someone that helps me balance my life a little bit more, instead of like someone that is just like take. I gotta find someone who understands that like I go full tilt, and like when I go full tilt they gotta be like, yo, listen, don't go fucking full tilt.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, I think you've been a bit too hard on yourself when you're like, I've got to examine it and
Maybe.
look at what I did wrong. Because you've got to also look at, like,
True slip. Thanks for the
y
158. We are blaming Rondo.
yeah, fuck you, Rondo. Anyway,
True. Yes.
one of the things I think you've also got to look at is not necessarily a fault, right? But the red flags and stuff. Because the other person is obviously to blame as well, heavily, in this situation, in my opinion, right? So, it's also about, you know, it's hard, man, because
Well,
obviously you don't want
I
to be
don't want
untrustworthy, right? You don't want to be fucking like a demon.
sure. I also don't want to publicly, slag someone off for a lack of a better term. But no, I see what you're saying. It's tough. It's tough. Like I think it's funny because Falcon keeps bringing up the quote Falcon keeps bringing up the quote where like I used to say I can emotionally turn myself off, right? Like I can emotionally cut myself off from people, and like to a point. If you ever ask like people who know me, like before a lot of this stuff, it's true. Rondo, thanks for the 200, man. Guys, there's no TTS because like it's a different screen with no TTS. So I don't. Yeah, thanks, guys. Though, so like I used to be able to just like cut myself off emotionally. And I was saying to you, I have a hard time doing that right now. Hard time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's like I think okay. So it's obviously it hurts at the moment, but I think this is kind of like this is going to be a really big fucking turning point for you. I think this is actually going to be you're going to look back on this in like a year or two, or whatever, and you're going to think I'm actually glad I went through this because you've learned a lot about yourself. Like that
Yeah, I'm a
whole
little
I want to
bitch.
explore emotional. Yeah, well, I mean, I knew that before this. You could have just asked me,
Yeah.
but you've realized now you want to see the emotional side of shit, right? You want that emotional satisfaction. That's a big deal for you. That's new. That's a big thing.
Right. Cole, thank you for the
So,
200, by the way. Thank you.
oh, hype train. You got hype
Yeah,
train.
it's close. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why you guys are doing. You guys aren't even getting TTS out of this, and you guys are. You're an actual human. Yeah. Well, fuck. I miss the days where I was. I miss the day. Like, I actually do kind of miss the days where like I just sat here and played video games for 12 hours. I do because like, but it's tough because like now that I've gone through this whole thing, it's like, right. But I mean,
That's a big deal, and that's a good thing to have learned. And that's what I think. Once you get through this, I think that's something that's really gonna be a big turning point for you. And I'm looking
maybe,
forward to it.
maybe,
But
Maybe.
The next, in the future, bro, all I'm
Yeah.
saying is
Yeah.
bring it into the Discord so we can all grill
I
her for
actually, so
information.
I've actually legitimately thought about it. I've actually legitimately had some thoughts that like I think like the next girl I get involved with has to be somewhat integrated with like the community. Like legit, and I don't mean like has to come on sit on stream while I'm live or whatever, but I actually legitimately think that like I can't do the two separate lives again where like I'm pulling myself away from like one to satisfy the other. I think there has to be like a blended mix a little bit. Yo, I appreciate that slip. Thank you, sir. Thank you guys. I've actually had some thoughts about that because yeah, I think like pulling myself away definitely didn't do me any favors in terms of like the stream or the community or anything like that. Like I think I harmed the community a lot that I put a lot of time and effort to build. And like obviously ditching you guys sucked. So I think like next time it's got to be like I got to find someone who's like okay enough to be like, oh, like you do this and has this people and they do this and this and this. Like I got to find someone open to the idea of like being a part of that, you know?
Realistically, they don't even need to be like 100% a part of it. They just need to actually like
Acknowledge
consider that
that,
this is something you like and
yeah,
acknowledge that you want to do this. And like, if you won't go and say stream, right? Because maybe you're like being a boo boo bitch. You, they push you along and be like, no, I'm good. Stream, go away.
yeah, exactly.
Do that.
Yep.
Like push you to do it. And I think that that's kind of what you need. Like you need someone to give you that balance but not in a horrible way. In like a kind of, babe, listen, I'm fine. I'm Gucci. You go stream. All right, I want you to have fun.
Yep.
That's sick. And that's like, see, I should be your girlfriend really, because I've got it all down. All right, I just got to ask my partner, can I be involved? And there you go.
Why
And
why do you
help
have such
out.
you have such a crush on me? Why?
It's because I don't know, man. When I have a problem with
Yeah.
people who are broken. All right, I want to fix everyone.
Yeah. Is that what it is? You have like a broken kink or whatever?
Yeah, man. Like
Oh, okay.
suddenly you're down in the dumps, and now I've just, oh,
That's what really gets you going, eh?
it is.
All
But
the
like
crush
what
on you. What's
Alexa
up,
said,
Sheldon?
like, everyone will want to be integrated, and again, that is fine, but like it's just about that person kind of respecting your shit.
True. True.
and
All
and,
right.
and if they want to be involved in the community, then for the love of God, if something happens and it doesn't work out, try and make sure that this one doesn't go with doesn't go with half the viewer base.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
That is crazy. Yo, Cole, thanks for the gift of sub, man. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? We're just wrapping up the podcast here. Just kind of winding things down here. Once we're done, we're gonna play some Destiny tonight. So if you guys are ready for that. Yeah. I mean, I guess I think
I'll sit chat as well if you want to talk to like the more interesting part of the podcast. I can jump in chat.
yeah. I mean, I think we're just doing VOG tonight, and then we'll play some Crucible. So it's not anything too crazy, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's been an interesting month. I feel, you know what the crazy thing is I find myself wanting to like, and maybe you guys could talk about this too, because like going through like this breakup has been like a really eye-opening experience. Because I find myself still wanting to reach out, but like I don't feel sad. Like, you know what? So like, for example, she like is very big on like ignoring, right? Like straight up ignoring. Um, so like, there's been times where like I'll reach out and she just doesn't reply, but I don't feel sad about it anymore. You know, it's like I still want to reach out, but like if you don't reply, I'm not sad about it. You know?
Yeah, I think see that's pretty normal because like so. Okay, so you weren't in the chat when I was like ranting.
Reach
For
out for
slipping
what?
forward.
Reach out for what? I don't know. Like I still miss like the conversations and stuff, right? So
Yeah,
so,
well, I mean, and the routine as well, but like there's
yeah,
that too. But
yeah. Well, yeah. The
so
routine's a big one. Yeah.
so for me, I had something kind of similar to this, where like obviously not the exact same, 'cause everyone's different. But when I was with this girl and she moved off to uni and stuff, we still spoke quite a bit because I wanted to be a part of her life still, and I didn't want it to be fucking like I don't want to just be like that's it done, right?
Yeah.
But she was pretty like gone. She was pretty
Yeah.
disconnected
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
me, and she there was no real
Yeah.
respect for how I felt. So she was so the difference between your situation and mine is that the girl still spoke to me, but it wasn't stuff I wanted to hear, right? So she was telling me about guys she's met, stuff
Oh
she's
yeah,
done, shit like that, and I was like, this is fucking, I don't want to hear this. This will make me
true.
crazy.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and after sort of kind of having to hear about it, but also trying to get my own boundaries involved in the friendship of like, I want to be a mate, but I cannot hear this shit right now. It kind of, it was more like I was being like led on to a point where when I was told by someone else entirely, not her, she has moved on fully, I fucking, like, I broke down. So I thought, like, after all that shit I had to listen to,
yeah.
like, and I thought to myself, maybe she's just trying to have like a like single ladies moment, and then she'll be all right. And it just, yeah, it was awful. So like, I think that I would have much rather have been in your shoes and just not hear anything, because remember I told you, didn't I? Like my most recent ex, when I found out she cheated, we just blocked each other and we didn't speak. We didn't even have a fucking finale. Like we said nothing to each
Yeah.
other, right? And that's fucked. I know that sounds dead weird, but I think in the end I actually preferred that, because I mean, what was I gonna say besides just go mental? Like,
True.
and just go crazy. And all she's going to do is just pretend it was my fault somehow.
True.
Like, that's it.
I think it's tough because like I think usually for the most part, I'm the one that ends things. But and I said this to you before we started that usually when I end things, I'm 100% dead set on ending things. Right? Like my feet are digged in. Like I ain't fucking moving for that position. Right? When I ended things, it was a snap. Right? So like I think as I was saying before, there's still that little bit of like regret there of like should I have done it? Right? And I think
Mhm.
that's where the silence kills me because it's like because I was saying to you before we started, I was like, if she messaged me and was like, you want to fix things, I'd be like, yeah, actually, yeah, I do, right? And I think that's kind of the issue too, is that like, not 100% dead set in my decision, and I think that is where the killer is.
Yeah, I can understand that. I think that, I mean, at the from what like has been mentioned, when you split, it was more like you did it to protect yourself, and you should have, by the way. Like, not
Mm,
slagging anyone off, but it just didn't sound like a healthy scenario for you to be in. So that's normally the good point to put a full stop in it. But
sure.
I can understand you being a bit like, oh, I don't know, like, should I have done that and stuff. But I don't think. I think that you kind of maybe trying to message is like you kind of subconsciously trying to get her to reassure you that this was the right move, right? So every time she gives you some bullshit, you're like, that sucks, but I feel pretty accurate in what I did. You know what I mean? But I
Mm,
think that there's only so many times that's going to happen before you yourself have got to be like, no, I did the right thing. That's it. Done. And I think that I I don't know. I don't think you're gonna get that reassurance from messaging her back or anything. I think that you got to just sort of be pretty confident in yourself that like I knew what I was doing. Because obviously I'm not a therapist, but that kind of feels like maybe that's why you're doing it, to kind of be like, yeah, if she says something shit this time, I'll feel like this is it. I made the right move.
it's
you
tough.
know?
I mean, I don't even know why I do it half the time, to be honest with you. So I don't know. It's interesting. Every single positive interaction made me think I had a chance. Yeah, it's kind of similar, Slip. Kind of similar, man, for sure. Definitely. What's up, Voodoo? They are? Fucking, they better be. Who are they playing? Nottingham? Gotta love yourself to not be someone who goes to you. Yeah. Bitches are temporary,
Which
Vex is
is
forever. We're going for it today. Don't worry. We're going for Vex today. But
all right.
yeah, it's
I
it's
should let you slowly wind this up so you can go and get vexed. 'Cause I feel like chat's kind of like today's the day.
is it
December
today?
podcast came back.
Is today the day?
You I think so. Like I'll be in chat. I'll be cheering you on for it.
Thank
I'll
you,
be
man.
reading some of my Moon Knight as well, bro. I'm so excited.
What'd you get for Christmas?
I got I was going to ask you this as well. Actually, I completely forgot. I got a bunch of graphic novels. So one was a not wait,
Oh,
Brian Michael Bendis Moon Knight run.
oh, okay. All right. Uh-huh.
So the cover, for anyone who knows, is Moon Knight standing on Cap's shield with a Spider-Man web shooter and Wolverine claws. So I don't know if that's a good run or it's a bad run. I asked Ethan. He said that he's never heard of a bad Moon Knight run. I have heard of a Bad Moon Knight run, and I've heard Bendis is a bit 50-50, but I'm pretty excited for it anyway, because I'm kind of like, I'll just enjoy it anyway.
Give it a shot.
Got Birth of Venom, Spider-Man graphic novels, just got all the old books in one,
Ooh.
and got Batman Court of Owls and Batman. What's it called? Batman. What's the fucking villain called? The Hush?
Hush.
Hush, that's it, yeah.
That's the one. That's the one.
And yeah, just got a bunch of shirts and stuff. Bought Elden Ring. Look forward to that. Gonna have to ask Casual Avenger or Synchro to help me out.
True. True.
What'd you get, bro? What'd you get?
I got a pair of pants. I got a t-shirt. I got the jersey that's sitting on my chair. I got 2 winter hats. I got the last 2 Dragon Ball Super manga books, and then I got an electric razor. So that was it. It was good.
Okay, so take out the Dragon Ball stuff, and that is the most 30-year-old Christmas presents I've ever heard in my life.
You know what, man? You know, maybe people can relate to this, but as I get older, I stop caring about Christmas in terms of like what I get. You know, like, um, I don't look at Christmas the same way anymore, where it's like I want 1,000 things. Like it's just like I got a couple hats which were cool. I got my jersey, which was like the big gift. I mean, to be fair, I've spent like $1,000 on myself in the last 2 weeks because like I wanted new computer stuff. So like I'm literally sitting here with like brand new computer stuff. So it's like I don't know. I just maybe it's a a position of privilege or whatever, but like I look at Christmas now of just like I just like the dinner part, and like I like giving people gifts. So like, I mean, my ex still got every single fucking gift that I bought for her, right? So maybe I just like giving gifts. But like for me, it's just like I don't know. It's just I don't care too much about like what I get,
Yeah, I mean, back when I was like younger, the big things for Christmas used to be like all the games that I didn't get throughout the year.
Mm,
But now I pick them up when they release. So like Elden Ring was a game I skipped out on, so I thought, yeah, okay, that'll do.
yep.
Like it's not necessarily something that like I would have gotten otherwise. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Christmas is kind of those things where I'm like, well, I haven't got to pay for it, so I'll just ask if I can get this stuff that I'm interested in that
Yeah, that's
doesn't
exactly
involve
the way.
me spending money.
Yeah, that's exactly the way I look at it. It's just like I used to be the same way. Like it used to be like games and all sorts of shit, and now it's just like I mean, even Bob's Burgers is like asking for underwear and stuff. It's like just give me shit that is gonna be like practical in some way, right? That's why like I got a new pair of sweatpants, which are great. The electric razor because I keep using my brother's and he's moving out, so I had to get one. It's just like shit that I'm gonna use, right? It's just I'll buy the fun stuff, and like my mom gets annoyed by it because like I'll buy the fun stuff, the stuff that is gonna be like the stuff that I'm really gonna be using, and then she's like, well, I have nothing to buy you. Well, it's like you can buy me shit. It's just not gonna be like the fun gifts that you always think you're gonna buy me. It's just like the shit that's gonna be practical, right?
Well, so my mum kind of bless her, and she does Christmas amazingly. I'm not even gonna lie. Some Marvel stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? Spider-Man sort of specifically. There you go, fun. Could be tops, can be whatever. Like you can get me the
Yep.
cheapest little fucking thing in the world. I'll be like, yeah, that'll work.
Yep.
But my mum looks at those like kiddie themed like Marvel Spider-Man on Disney XD on the box
Yeah.
kind of like Marvel stuff, the one that is really for kids and
Yep.
like the stupid kids that want the cheap plastic kind of figures and stuff.
Mm.
That's what she'll think I want, which is, I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's why they have those for people like my mum.
No, probably not. Rano, thanks for the 190, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
If
Um,
we're talking about Avengers, no, no, no.
no. Yeah. I think people underestimate how good wearing a new pair of socks feels fresh out of the shower. True. I mean, I try to buy myself a couple pairs of socks like every couple of months just to keep them fresh. A lot of my socks got ruined in the summer because of like pains and whatnot, so I gotta buy more. But socks are good, man. Like, don't fucking hate socks for sure. I used to
I'm
always
surprised
like,
there's socks that can like mold around your feet.
oh, the ones that like will get like right in there in between all the crevices and like, yeah, those are weird.
getting your toes.
What happened to the Kree invasion then? Well, I mean, it's probably coming, but not in the way that they envisioned it originally.
It'd probably be green robots.
I mean, the truth is, Mandalorian is gonna be scaled back, bro. Like super scaled back. So like, any sort of idea that it's gonna be like a War for Wakanda thing is not happening anymore. It's super scaled back, man. Um, it's gonna be, it's probably gonna suck, to be honest. Have you tried wearing socks while in the shower though? No. Have you?
It's
Cool.
disgusting. That is vile.
Those things are gonna get all nasty, especially if they're like socks that are like kind of dirty or socks that aren't fresh. Get all nasty, gross across your feet. All right. Is there
All right,
anything
man.
that you want to say to chat before we wrap this up?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. I am. So I'm gonna plug myself a little bit.
Go for it.
I can't believe we never spoke about the boxing, by the way.
I mean, do you really want to like speak about the boxing? Like, it's kind of a disappointment, no?
I thought it'd just be funny for you to roast me about it. But if you
I
don't
don't
talk
I
about it, it's
don't I
fine.
don't want to roast you about it because I feel bad that you did all that training and you got fucked. Like
I didn't get fucked. I didn't get knocked out, bro.
No, but like what I mean though is that like you did all that training and you get to the finish line and then you don't really even get to like box the man you were supposed to box and then you're warming
It's
up and
pretty
cooling
funny.
down, warming up,
It's-
cooling down. Like and it's just like it kind of sucks. Like I if you got knocked out, I would love to fucking roast you on it. I would sit here and like bully the fuck out of you. But like I actually genuinely feel bad that you went through all of that and you kind of walk away with like a shit experience, you know?
I left that little shitty trophy they gave me as well. That shit was like little made of plastic, had the initials on it. I just left it at the venue. I was like, you can fuck right off. I ain't taking this shit home. I'm taking a beer home. I'm not doing this. Like my knee's still fucked. Like now.
That's what I mean.
It
Like
still hurts.
you walk away. You walk away with like possibly surgery that you need on your knee. Like what the fuck? Like
It's kind of funny. Like so, in hindsight, I was saying to my dad about this. I said,
Yeah.
in hindsight, it's actually quite funny that 8 weeks of training and I get about 30 seconds in ring time, and my leg's just like nah. And what's really weird though is one of the things that I remember doing a lot in the fight was using the ropes as like momentum, like I was wrestling.
Oh my god.
So I'd like push off the ropes a little bit, right? If I'm in the ropes, I would like force myself to like get the fuck in the middle of the ring, make a little, you know what I mean? So like I did that, and maybe that's where I hurt my leg. I don't know, but either way, like it was a thing. It's pretty funny in the long run.
It was definitely a thing.
Definitely a thing that happened.
Definitely a thing that happened. You know, whether you like that thing that happened is a totally different scenario. No.
The training was alright. I mean, I was really pissed off because if I wanted to lose, I wanted to lose a boxer wave, right? So I
Yeah.
actually would rather have been knocked out than the way it actually happened.
Yep.
But
I agree.
because it just felt kind of
Anticlimactic.
boring.
Like it just you
Yeah.
did all that and then that's what you get. Yeah, I agree.
I remember telling my parents because it was really awkward because to me I thought it looked like I got sparked out because I got hit, reacted to it, and then my leg went. So I like put myself back into position to fire back,
Yeah.
and then my leg went. So I think people might have thought, oh, it's rocked him and he's fallen. So I was like, so I had to like say to my dad when I was there laid down, I was like, knee, it was my knee.
Oh,
And yeah,
my
in the
God.
end, they were like, "No, yeah, we saw it. We saw your knee buckle." I was like, "Thank fuck for that."
Yep.
Because I don't want people thinking I actually got taken out. Like, that would have been embarrassing.
True.
Guy had been doing it for like a year plus as well. Like, had multiple fights. So I was like, "This is an unwinnable situation."
Yeah, at that point, it's like how to lose instead of like how to win, right? Like that's just
Pretty
the
much,
way you look
yeah.
at it.
You either go out in a fucking blaze of glory. I mean, apparently, according to the ref, for the 30 seconds I was able to fight, I was winning on points. So at least that's something.
Oh well, there you go. I mean, you can walk away from that at least.
Yeah, I can say that I won.
You take something out of the experience, right?
Listen, bro, I'll call it as a draw, right? Because if I was winning on points, but he just won because I hurt myself, I'll think that's a draw, bro. All right,
Love
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
I love that for you.
And also, I can
Yes.
tell people that I came second place in my first boxing fight.
Well, there you go.
No one else can say that.
Do they want to though? You know, when you think about it, do they want to? Stardust is the new Tomb
Stardust.
Raider game next year? Or no, I don't think so. No,
I don't think they announced that.
no, I think it's 2024.
I mean, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not interested in that in the slightest. Like they fucking butchered. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna be a hater. Turn the stream off.
True. Don't be a
Good.
hater. We're on lover energy today. We're lovers.
Energy. See, I told you we're lovers, but you're fucking like, no, I don't want to see your penis. No, I don't want to do spin the bottle. No, I don't want to.
No, I'm gonna find my new lover on VR chat. That's what it's gonna be.
I almost found it, but then Calix swooped it.
True. True. I mean, you're not really wrong. You know.
I don't know if he still talks to her. I need to message Calix, but like, anything happening with that Emily or what?
True. I mean, he set up his like her whole Discord server. So I mean, that's kind of.
I didn't know that.
That's kind of true love right there. You would think, right?
That's it. He's having babies.
Well, at least one of us is. All right. Final words, Sir Thomas.
Let me find a quote. Hold on.
What are you, a philosopher?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second.
Oh god. Better not mess up Suicide Squad. True. I am still excited for that. Both know who's gonna block that one. Swooped in and dipped. I mean, maybe he was taking a bullet for me. Maybe that's what Calix was doing. He was taking a bullet. You know.
You ready?
So, yeah, go for it.
Okay, I haven't found one yet. I was just asking if you were ready.
Holy shit. Is it, why do I just don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened? You know, is that the quote?
Okay, I got two. I got two. Right.
Oh god.
Quotes.
Okay. What do you
So
got?
nice when toxic people stop talking to you. It's like the trash took itself out.
Okay.
Right?
What else you got?
And we got another one.
Okay.
So don't be a follower, chat. Be a leader. Unless it's a dark place. Be a follower.
I fucking hate you.
Wait.
Yeah,
There's another one. There's another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chat. This is chat to Highruler.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I hate you, but I'd unplug your life support to charge my phone.
True. Actually true. Are you reading these off like a website that's just giving you like inspirational quotes or something?
Google Images. You can't litter negativity everywhere and then wonder why you've got a trashy life. That's deep. Right, there's another one here.
Yeah.
I am
right.
convinced that different people awaken different beasts in you. Oh, that's a good one. It's pretty relevant.
Is it?
Relevant.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Relevant. Yeah. Relevant.
People who repeatedly attack your confidence and self-esteem are quite aware of your potential, even if you're not. Do you hear that, chat? You know about Hyrule's potential?
They're just trying to hold me down.
Just trying to hold you down, bro. All right.
True. All right.
Okay, wait. There's one more. There's one more.
All right.
there's
One more.
If
Yeah.
someone doesn't appreciate your efforts,
Yeah.
stop trying to please them. If they don't appreciate you, they don't deserve you.
Wow. That is.
that?
That's,
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. Thanks, man. That's good.
I want that. No, I want you to materialize it. I want you to put that in your soul.
Should I get that tattooed on me? Like
Yeah,
right
you should
across,
get it-
like
you should-
right across like my collarbone area there. Or right
Nah,
on my
you
boobie?
should get it on like the bottom of your back, like a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
And then you can start wearing like vests.
Oh
Smoke.
yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah. So I can show show everyone the my quote to live by on my lower back. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Exactly. Yeah. So
yeah.
like, then you can also slowly show people your bum crack. So it can be like a seduction technique as well.
All right. Well, Stardust, as always, it's nice to talk to you. We'll have to do this again very soon.
We can do it. We'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
I'm working tomorrow.
I'll come to work.
You know, I work from this chair, right?
I'll come to your house.
All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to say for chat and the YouTube watchers? Because I'm gonna put this on YouTube today.
Actually, I didn't know this. Oh fuck, this video ain't gonna be monetized.
Oh, I don't care about that anymore. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, chat. Okay, so a little plug. Doing a few little change-a-roonies on the way I do some videos. So I'm editing one at the moment. Well, I'm not actually. I haven't started, but I will. And it's gonna be, it's gonna be a good one. 600 videos I've done now, which is soon, which is outrageous because only like 10 of them are any good.
You'd say 10? Oh, okay.
All right, I'm down. Okay, I'll go for the quotes again.
I was gonna say that was for the girlfriend joke, but that's fine.
I would have gone worse than that, but that wasn't.
Okay.
No, the thing is, that wasn't even like on purpose, Highruler. It wasn't a joke. I didn't mean to
Well,
say.
you know what, sir? You still went there, so
Didn't go there though. I didn't decide to go there.
All right, wrap it up, Thomas.
All right. Thanks, guys. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. And yeah, live long and prosper.
Jesus Christ. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Amen. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, King.
Bye. All right. And that
See you
is
later,
okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Did he actually leave?
Bye, King.
Goodbye. I hung up on him. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out for the last 2 hours, man. About 2 hours. Was that fun? Yeah, it's always fun when I get to hang out with Thomas and shoot the shit, So I appreciate you guys. That'll be on YouTube probably tonight.